Measles, Governor Abbot, Ukraine and the USA. More on Konrad's news segment of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it. President Trump has so eloquently described or wanted to pass what's called the Big Beautiful Bill. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. The Big Beautiful Bill. It, surprisingly enough, has passed the House of Representatives, and now it moves on to the Senate for voting. This is the bill that is seeking $4.5 trillion in tax cuts and $2 trillion in spending cuts over the next 10 years. That's the high-level view of it. Obviously, the main focus that everyone is talking about is that the bill is supposed to cut taxes on overtime pay, Social Security, as well, and tips. So be on the lookout for that to see if that gets signed into effect in the upcoming weeks. Speaking of USA and Trump again, Ukraine is set to sign the mineral deal. President Trump has said that President Zelenskyy needs to pay back all of that money, or at least portions of that money that we had sent over to help fight in the Ukraine and Russia war conflict, whatever you want to describe it over there. And Zelenskyy has agreed in principle so far and is set to sign a deal on Friday to allow the United States to acquire certain minerals. So that will lead back into a lot of different private sectors of the United States and help us out with manufacturing. I'm going to tell you about a movie that you probably even haven't heard about, but it is #1 worldwide right now, and that is called Ni Za 2. It is the highest grossing animated film from a single source, meaning it is the highest grossing film from a country. From China, it has made over $1.9 billion, playing in 80,000 theaters over the past 4 weeks, and has become the largest release in China and has been the highest grossing animated film of all time, with more weeks and more dates set to release internationally. So be on the lookout for that at your nearest theater. Measles. It's an outbreak here in Texas. There's been over 125 cases of measles outbreak. The largest has been hitting the San Marcos and Hays County region of Texas. For those wondering what is measles, it's a highly contagious airborne disease spread by contact from an infected person through coughing and sneezing. Symptoms include high fever, cough, watery eyes, tiny white spots inside the mouth, and rashes across the body that form 3 to 5 days after the infection. So if you are sick with any of those symptoms, please isolate yourself and try to mitigate the spread of this, as it really is bad and contagious and affects younger and older people very badly. Governor Abbott has directed Texas Rangers to investigate 2 Texas lottery wins over the past couple years, as this has become under scrutiny. The first winning came in April of 2023 for $95 million, in which a single person or place, they didn't specify, it just says entity, bought almost every single winning combination of tickets that there possibly could. And then same time that year, a second lottery was won for $83.5 million in Northwest Austin at a gas station. A little bit of scrutiny and unfairness that is being investigated by the state of Texas. And lastly, Fredericksburg, the new Napa Valley? You heard that right. According to the Mirror.com, Fredericksburg is the second most visited destination in the United States for wine. The manager of FBO, which is Fredericksburg Small Private Airfield in Fredericksburg, Texas, is saying that private jet travel to the airport has increased dramatically. Over the past couple of weeks, 20 to 30 private jets with wealthy visitors land there year-round, making Fredericksburg one of the most visited wine country destinations in the United States. Gentlemen, would you like to speak about any of these topics?
I think your uncle did it right, didn't he?
Yep. Our family owns a couple wineries out in Fredericksburg, so I think they got in at the right time about 10 years ago. I always had a feeling that was kind of the trend, just because when you're out there, it's really catered towards like party buses, bachelorette parties. It's a very fun place to go visit. But in the past 10 years or less, you've definitely seen an uptick in the higher end wine scene and some big money being spent there. So it'll be interesting to see how that influences more businesses to pop up in the area, how real estate is going to continue to explode out there. It's very hard to buy property and ranches outside of the wine industry, but it's pretty cool. It's a cool thing.
I don't know. I need the address of that gas station.
Yes, don't we all? Wouldn't that just be amazing?
I need that address.
Quick before they investigate you.
That's right. I'll say George would have something more to comment on anything that you said in there.
I got a lot of things to comment, but I would choose only one. I don't trust anything that comes from China. Any information that comes about and via China. I don't trust absolutely anything. I don't trust they have 1.5 billion people. I don't trust mathematics. Simply doesn't make any sense. I just got here, just like China in the last 30 days. Deep sea destroyed America. Faster train 400. See, I keep getting these things. Yeah. And it's creating this 1984 three continents, Russia, America, and China. I hate that. So if they say they're selling just as much as Avatar, I would say they're lying. I don't think so. They are not there yet for anything. So this is the first thing. I follow all this box office. I follow all the time. And look, there is a Mojo. Do you know the Mojo? There's this box office. I try to follow it. And I'll tell you, man, they are very skeptical about any news coming from China, and I follow them. So I understand that. I want to watch it. I heard about it, but I don't trust they sell $2 billion. Man.
In 4 weeks.
Exactly. So, look, I'm not saying that the news you're saying is fake. I'm just saying that the origin of the source, I want to see that because I want to see how that's happening. China or America, I don't know who is trying. Because you see, every time you have a good player, you want the good player kind of elevates the adversary. So it makes your win bigger. So it's either America or China doing that. So I don't buy that thing about China, right? And for the Brazilians who doesn't know about Fredericksburg, it's Gramado meeting Bento Gonçalves meeting Campos Jordão, you know, this is like combination of three big cities in Brazil. So that's what they do.
Draft stuff.
Definitely, I invited here. It's not live, but I would say I always wanted to buy a property in Fredericksburg. My brother-in-law, who just passed away last week, he had a property there, so we would go from time to time. And yeah, man, I just enjoy going there. So definitely, it's a place to go. First time I went there, 2019, I said, yeah, I want to buy a property. So if I had bought the property, small property there, it would be, but maybe now, it's still with the prices.
Probably
it's pretty
still
good.
an opportunity. If
still an opportunity.
right now is hitting the the fastest, it's going to continue for a little while. So
Guys,
They-
multifamilies. If you want to, like definitely a multifamily there would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Raul, what about you?
I agree with everything he say is pretty much. I don't know. Media is tough, man. You don't know what is going on. But one of the things I want to comment is on the bill from our president.
The big beautiful bill.
The big beautiful bill. So big beautiful bill. Everything's fun and dandy until hit the small business owner, right? What I want to see as a small business owner is, how can we save money so we can keep the business going? I
Right.
mean, we have to pay taxes because we hire people. I mean, how you going to motivate or optimize the economy if you're penalizing the small business guy to pay more taxes even when you hire somebody, right? So, I would like to see something that actually makes a change in our industry, right? Because everything I hear about tax cuts and this is the guy just listen things around is impacting the big guy, right? I don't see anything tangible in the small business. I would like to see something like that, right? So I don't know the effects of that beautiful bill other than it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But, so I'm very skeptical about things like that. So.
And that's a very valid point, just because I feel like this was a bill geared toward working class people, but not small business owners.
Yeah.
To generate economic growth for those small business owners.
That's right. Yeah.
It's empowering for the employees, fantastic, but what about the small business owner? Where are the cuts? Where are the benefits for the small business owner in that?
I mean, those are the guys who actually generated money for
Yes.
the economy of the United States. I mean, it's the biggest industry in the whole United States, and that's what it needs to be incentivized.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Go for it, George. I know you have something to say.
I'm just saying. I'm just gonna ask because you guys won't know much that he knows more because of the community and you too. How important is the green card for the communities that we are part of?
You know what? We haven't been impacted. In at least in my company, in our company, we have been impacted too. But I have people that I know.
But how important it is, like in general, for the?
I think it's very important. I mean, I know people that now, they live in Mexico and they're afraid to come to the United States, and they're legal. They say, I have my green card, I can go to the United States, or I have my regular card to pass the border, and they're afraid. They have their visas and say, you know what, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, and they're literally afraid. I mean, we United States you can see in this room, it's a combination of cultures, right?
Melting pot.
That's what America is all about. And now we're saying, don't come to the United States because you can be persecuted. I mean, is that the message that we're sending? Is that the message to the world? So, again, everybody has their agenda. But what I see as a person from another country is that friends, families, they say, you know what, I'm okay. I don't want to go to the United States right now, right? So that's the message that we're sending to the world, right? So
I agree with that, but my point is exactly what you point out. If green card is good, gooder is the gold card. Oh my God. Come on, man. It's already there.
We have the
exactly
the gold card in there.
Exactly. If you invest more than $900,000, you get a green card that is potent, right? So it's a stunt, but I don't care. If you want to pay $5 million to come to the U.S. to get all this advantage that you already have, okay, just come. You got a citizenship directly, though. You see a path to. I think it's directly to citizenship.
I think that there's a lot of people in other countries that can be called criminals with more than $5 million that can come to the United States. So the criminal is not only the poor people.
Yeah.
There's criminals with money.
Oh yeah.
And
100.
The
it seems
worst,
like,
the worst type.
and it seems like we open the doors right now to that.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
We don't know what your business is, but you're spending $5 million. Come right in.
Yeah.
We'll get you a citizenship. Man.
Although, having said all that, one of the things that he said on this gold card thing, he said that it's gonna be well vetted. So I'm not sure. There will have to be a vetted process, vetting process that people have that $5 million.
Until they throw another $1 million and they're good to go.
Yes, and then they throw another
Why is it
million.
all in ones? Don't ask. Here.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching Konrad's weekly update news segment. Please give a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great night.